What's up, guys? Welcome to today's show. So, the two topics of conversation is going to be England's win over North Macedonia International Week and also some transfer updates for you guys. Let's start off with England. Smashing North Macedonia 7-0 as they should, as should be expected. Now listen, I don't think England deserve any credit whatsoever for that win. North Macedonia are a pub team and England have players that are getting 300 grand a week. Let's put it in context. Now, big win. England were at home, if I remember correctly, at Old Trafford. And they smashed North Macedonia, as they should. What would worry me is that Southgate is still in charge of this England team. And I think he's a rubbish manager. I'm not going to lie, I think he's absolutely crap. To me, Southgate is always going to be the manager that relegated Middlesbrough. Not to mention the favouritism. How is Harry Maguire still in the team? He doesn't even play. And he's going to stay at Manchester United and he's going to go another season without playing and he's probably still going to get picked. He's probably still going to get picked for the Euros next year. Shocking. Not to mention, why is Pickford still England's number one and it's not Ramsdale? Ramsdale is the best of the bunch. In fact, I think Pickford's third choice. I think it should be Ramsdale, Pope and Pickford. They barely survived relegation, Everton. Ramsdale and Pope are both Champions League goalkeepers playing at big clubs. So how is Pickford, mediocre Pickford, still England number one? And I'll tell you why. Because Southgate is a mediocre manager, crap, and he chooses people that he has synergy with, that he has something in common with, mediocrity, like Maguire, like Pickford. He doesn't understand greatness, top quality players like Ramsdale. He's just about got Trent in the team. Now I want to see if Trent's still in that team when Jude is back. Because I know when Jude is back, it's going to be Jude, Declan Rice, maybe it'll be Trent. I don't think it'll be Henderson, even though Henderson played well yesterday against North Macedonia. All of them should have played well, which they did. But moving forward, I think England's midfield should be Bellingham, Declan Rice, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Calvin Phillips shouldn't get in the team. Henderson, good player, but he's getting on a bit now, and he's still got loads of legs, but that would be the midfield that I would have. Bellingham, Rice, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Trent's got the number 10 shirt, so that's a big shirt. So that might be signs that Southgate might have actually got a little bit of sense and got this amazing, talented player Trent in the team. And that will make England more powerful. That will make England more dangerous, 100%. I do like the looks of Rashford and Saka on either wing with Kane up top. That looks good. Sterling's probably gone. He probably ain't going to get back into the England team. I mean, if he has a good start of the season under Poch, he might fight his way back. But the looks of Rashford and Saka looks pretty balanced. And Kane up top, obviously. Maguire still playing at centre-half is an absolute travesty. Luke Shaw and Chilwell, no complaints there who plays. Trippier, Walker, or the Reece James. I don't care who plays there. Walker might be the best choice, but it'll probably be Reece James if he's fit. And John Stones, obviously, the centre-half. I think it should be John Stones and Tomori and Ramsdale in goal. Pickford still in goal is an absolute travesty. He's gone against what he said when he said he would pick players on form. and he ain't doing it. He's just picking his favourites, and that's just the way it is. So, as good as that win was yesterday, let's go back down. Let's go back down and calm down and realise it was North Macedonia. Some of the pundits and sports media are raving about it like they just won the Euros. They haven't won anything since 1966, mate. They've come close, but they've bottled it, mate. They beat a pub team, and they're 300 grand a week players. They should be smashing them. Now, what annoys me is if it was Italy, or if it was Spain, or if it was Croatia or Germany that beat North Macedonia, the English pundits would be playing it down, saying, "No, it's just North Macedonia. That's what they should be doing. They're a pub team." Blah 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 blah. Probably mocking the win a little bit, saying it's predictable. The sports media would do the same, but because it's England, they're building it up. You know, it's a nonsense. England should get no credit whatsoever beating North Macedonia, a pub team, part-time players at home at Old Trafford. They should not get any credit whatsoever. They beat a shit team. No disrespect from anyone who's from North Macedonia. They beat a team that they should be beating, and that is it. Move on. Now, England going to win the Euros? No, they ain't. They will not win the Euros with Gareth Southgate in situ because he is a basic shit manager. But I have got a feeling that England, with this crop of players, will get close and they may win a tournament. Not Euro 2024, but maybe the World Cup next, the next two after that, the World Cup next, and Euro 2028. I do have a feeling that England might win one of those tournaments. If they get a proper manager in situ, top level manager, I have no doubt with the group of players that they have, that they maybe could win a tournament. But under Southgate, most definitely not, because under Southgate, that group of players, talented group of players, will beat the teams they're supposed to beat, but will always lose to the teams that are about the same level as them, that they can't beat. And Southgate has not got any in-game management capabilities. He is crap. Look at what happened in the Euros 2020. Leading the game, and he parks the bus. Italy grow into the game, get their way back into the game. Donnarumma, giant in goal, wins it for them on pens. Saka scored a hat-trick. Now, listen, you all know my stance on Saka. That has not changed. Scoring a hat-trick against North Macedonia ain't going to change what I think. Good player, not world class. Sorry. No. Why wasn't he scoring goals and putting in performances for Arsenal during the running of the season? That's what world-class players do, no matter what the age. World-class players turn up, big games, big moments, deliver. Not in a friendly at home against North Macedonia. That's not what big players do. That's not what players do. I will consider him world class when he delivers in the big games, in the big moments that get Arsenal silverware. And Starboy didn't deliver. In fact, he shied away from the moment. He hid like most of those Arsenal players did, except the likes of Odegaard, who tried his best. Granit Xhaka, who tried his best, but players like Partey, Saka, they hid. But I'm going to highlight Saka because he's supposed to be the star boy. He's getting the biggest wages at the club now. He's supposed to be the star boy. He bottled it like Arsenal bottled it in the run of the season and put in pathetic performances that inevitably made us bottle the league. Not just him, the whole team. But he's supposed to be the star boy. So him scoring 3 goals, a hat-trick against North Macedonia, it don't impress me whatsoever, mate. Because they are, no disrespect, they are pretty shit. Kane scored a couple, Rashford scored, Phillips scored. Well done, England. Let's move on from that. Are they going to win? They didn't even win the Nations League. Spain won that. Are they going to win the Euros? Most definitely not. To be honest with you, I fancy the French or I fancy the Spanish. I think the Spanish team is now starting to come into their own a little bit now. And I think the French team they're going to be better than they were in the World Cup. Players like Camavinga, Chukwuemeka, some of the players that are injured, they're going to be back. The only thing I think about the French is that the striking position. Benzema's no longer there. I think Giroud hasn't retired for France yet, but he's getting on. He's in his late 30s now. And I don't see a young standout striker who, could deliver them in the big moments. They haven't needed a striker because they have Mbappe. The last couple of tournaments, they won the World Cup, they got to the final of the Euro, so they haven't needed a striker. But I do think Alex Lacazette would be phenomenal playing up front for France. He's still young enough, he's in his early 30s. He's had a fantastic season with Lyon, dragging them, I think they finished 7th in Ligue 1. So he was dragging them through. He scored 4 goals in that amazing game. I forgot who it was against, but they were losing 4-1 and they came back to win 5-4. Lacazette scored 4 in that game, scoring a winning penalty in stoppage time. He scored 24 goals, I believe. He scored 24 goals and he had 4 assists this past season, almost keeping up with Mbappe in a much shitter team. So I think that Lacazette should be, if he has a good season, because I know he didn't get called up for the internationals this time, which is a travesty. I mean, Giroud's a good player, and I respect Giroud, what he's done for Arsenal, trophies he's won, but he's getting on a bit now. The legs might have gone a little bit. He didn't have the best season for AC Milan. Maybe Father Time is catching up with him like it does with all of us. So I think Alex Lacazette would be the perfect striker to play up front with Mbappe on the left and Dembele or Coleman on the right, with Griezmann behind them, with Camavinga and Chukwuemeka behind Griezmann. What a team that is. Chukwuemeka, Camavinga, Griezmann, Laka, Mbappe and Dembele. Phenomenal. And Laka can come in deep. He can do the little flicks. He's not the biggest, but he's very strong. He can hold the ball up. He's done that very well for Arsenal. And he could do those little intricate flicks, the little 1-2s with Mbappe. He's still got pace. He's got much more pace than Giroud. So I don't understand why Deschamps doesn't pick Lacazette. I don't know if they've got some sort of problem or beef or some sort of personal thing. Lacazette should be playing for the France team up front, and he should be going to the Euros. I have no doubt he's going to have an amazing season for Lyon at the start of next season. Hopefully that'll be enough for Alex Lacazette to push himself into the French team. And I do think that Giroud is going to have more of a drop-off. So the obvious replacement up front for Benzema and Giroud is Alex Lacazette, 100%. And as for the system that Deschamps plays, I think Lacazette suits the system because he can hold the ball up. In terms of headering, he might not be the best because of his height, but he can hold the ball up, he can control it, he can hold players off, and he can do the intricate passes around the corner, little 1-2s with Mbappe, laying off Griezmann, running in behind. He's a complete striker in my eyes, and I do think that Lacazette should be getting into the French team. But back to England. They smashed North Macedonia, but they ain't going to win the Euros next year. Not with Gareth Southgate in situ. This will be his last tournament. Hopefully they get a top manager, a world-class manager. And I do think that the World Cup 2026 and Euro 2028, they will get close, if not win one of those tournaments 100%, if they get a top manager to manage some of these top players. So that's my stance on England. Yes, they beat North Macedonia, but it's nothing to rave about, and they should get no credit for it. They should get credit for winning tournaments, and that's something that they don't do. Now transfers. Arsenal put in a second bid for Declan Rice that has been rejected. It looks like West Ham want upwards of 100 million, and if Arsenal don't basically pay him 100 million, probably up front with add-ons, that deal probably ain't going to happen. So Arsenal need to pull their finger out. The third bid, just give them the money. Kroenkes, give Arsenal, give Edu the money he needs, Arteta, to get the deal done, to get this player. You want Declan Rice. Stop embarrassing ourselves. Act like a big club and get the player. Yes, he's not worth this money. Yes, it's overpriced, but this is the way it is. This is the English tax. This is the market we're in now. They're all overpriced. If you want Declan Rice, if you want to build your midfield around Declan Rice and you want him to be the leader, you pay the money for the player. If it's 100 million upwards, you pay the money. 100 million up front with add-ons, 110 million. If that's what West Ham want, that's what they want. They're looking at Bellingham and thinking that Declan Rice is on the same level as Bellingham. He isn't, but That's the stance that they're looking at it. So just pay him the money. Then move on and get Lavia. Apparently Lavia is close. So we have to watch this space. There's a couple of transfers that Arsenal are in for. They're in for a defender from Ajax, I forgot his name, Lavia from Southampton, Declan Rice, and also Kai Havertz. I think Kai Havertz will happen. I think hopefully that Declan Rice will happen. Arsenal will pull out the funds for that. Lavia will happen. Apparently the defender from Amsterdam, from Ajax, Ajax rejected the first bid of 30 million. They want upwards of 50 million. So it looks like Arsenal are being proactive. Let's just hope they can get these deals over the line and strengthen the squad. Keeping Partey is essential. Getting rid of Xhaka, I don't really mind that, because I want Smith Rowe to take the number 8 shirt, or to take that position at least, and be the replacement for Xhaka in the midfield as the number 8. And Partey is essential, because being in these tournaments, Champions League and the 3 domestic competitions, we need rotation. And Partey is a quality player, so we need to keep Partey. Get rid of Xhaka, yeah. Get rid of Jorginho, yeah. But we need to keep Partey 100%. If we're going to get Declan Rice and if we're going to get Lavia, then we need to keep Partey in the team and bring Smith Rowe into midfield, definitely. In terms of other transfers, on the Saudi front, it's been pretty quiet. I covered the play, or today anyway, I covered the players that are going to be going there. Mendy, Neves, they're going to be on the way to Saudi, joining the other big stars. I have no doubt that the Saudi League will be getting more and more players. Apparently there's a link there with Thomas Partey, so we have to watch this space. So this ends today's video. I'll be back tomorrow for another one. Please leave a comment, smash the like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Peace.